Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on today. As you hear the final winding of the ceiling fan I just turned off, everything in here whines. Everything. Um, I guess even me sometimes as I grow, coming in here into the front living room of the lighthouse only to see the blinds were left open all night. And she comes back and forth down here. And, our children are our children until they get on their own. And then they are who they want to be. But see, right now, we have to still mold and shape them, but we still give them the freedom to be themselves. As long as we grow them in love, discipline, love, understanding, compassion, putting yourself in their shoes. Remember there was a time when you knew it all too. Remember, your mom couldn't tell you nothing. You was out there. I know me, and I couldn't wait to be grown. I was counting on my hands. I couldn't wait to be grown. But when I got to be grown, responsibility. Because see, my baby here don't pay no bills, and she work. She don't pay no bills, but that's okay. She don't have to pay no bills. I'm the mom. I'm supposed to provide the way. That's what, one tradition that I didn't continue with was what I did. I had to help out at home, but it's not fair. It's not fair to a child. A child's supposed to be able to work and save, and earn and be able to spend. That's her money. She earned it. And I got to provide anyway until she turned 18. And it's really true. And she pointed that out to me. And I had to think about that. She gave me some wisdom. And that is absolutely true. I have to provide for her until she turned 18. Why? I'm asking her, well, what are your plans? She won't tell me. But see, she does. She's making a plan because she know it all. She's making a plan. So, I'm just sitting back watching her plan. Because, see, I got a plan. I know what my plan is. I'm trying to see what your plan is. But she won't tell me. So, we all going to see. We all going to know as we grow what the plan is. For the little baby that's about to leave the nest, she been with me since she came out into the world. We labored. It was Labor Day that I had her. And we labored. You hear me? We labored so I thought they was trying to kill me. But lo and behold, a beautiful baby. And that was it. The baby making factory. Can't even say it. Trying to get it out. The baby making factory then shut down. It's over with, Unless, God performs miracles. That would have to be a miracle, honey, at this time in my life. Because, see, I need to grow. I got to spread my wings and fly away to a place that I long for. And that's where you at, everywhere. I want to grow all over the world. And see, a little baby, that'd be wonderful. That'd be a blessing. Wow, God, yeah. I see what you did, God, but I still can't believe it. But it's right here in front of me, a baby. Okay, well, God, so love, here we grow. And we gonna grow. Mama used to say, take your time, young lady. Mama used to say, honey, my mama used to say, just watch them kids get older. Just keep watching them kids get older. But see, I did. But as I'm watching them get older, I'm getting older too, and it dawned on me, wow, my baby, when I used to get into those car loans too, you always get into them 5-6 year car loans. And I be thinking when I get into that car loan, I'm like, wow, my son going to be 16 by the time I get done paying for this car. Dang, I'm going to still be paying for this car all them years. He going to turn 16. Nah, by the second year, I'll be done with it. I'll be through. I'm like, Look, y'all come get it. I'm going to get something else. There's always another plan. See, that's what the lady told me down there at the store. When I brought up the accomplishments we have been doing, all the work we have been doing, to this day to keep the store up. You the district coach. You the person that's over it all. You should be very happy because this is one of your stores we trying to keep up down here. We trying to save your job. And I'm trying to tell her what the path that we like to see the store going at, and she walked up there and stood there, my sister there stood there and vouched for me, and I'm telling her the path that we like to see the store headed, where we like to go, and she looked me up and down and said, "We always have another plan," and walked off. Okay, all right. So I'm standing there. I go back to my work. I'm thinking about what she just said. We always have another plan, and we do grow. So my sister, the manager, one I stood for, came and told me what she said. Want to come tell me what she said after what I said. So my sister walked up to me and she was looking down. And then she looked up at me and she said she wants you to take off your earrings. She said, what? She said she wants you to take off your earrings. My earrings? My earrings are a part of me. My bracelet, a part of me. My scarves, a part of me. Anything that I put on me is a part of me. Now, I'm going to put this on that you gave me. This is a part of you. You ain't going to take all of me. No. You want me to do what after I just got done saving your job? Okay, let me show you something. I'm done. I took that hat and flipped it like a frisbee. You hear me? I took that hat and flung it as far as I could. I really gave it a whirl. Took the shirt and stuffed that somewhere. Honey, I walked up out of there. I said, you can miss me. I'm through with this. You hear me? This is the second time. Now, it's been a third time that I done walked out. They keep asking me down there. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting different results. Now, the third day, I had to go down there and deal with the felon. I know my job. I know what I'm supposed to do. You over there doing that. Okay, you do that. You doing fine. You doing fine before I got down here. I got down here in the dead of night. 10 p.m. I'm walking in. You doing fine. You been there how long? About 5 o'clock by yourself? Okay. Well, let me go over here and do this away. See, because one thing I know is they want to keep it open 24 hours a day, but it do close. I think that's part of the ordinance, maybe. But it do close. So let me go over and prepare it to close. Let me start cleaning up, doing what I know that I need to do. Been doing this for 6 months now. I know what I need to do. I don't need you to tell me what to do. So, but, wait, in all goodness, I'm going to go ask her. She didn't introduce herself as I'm such and such. She said, I'm the felon. I'm a felon. I ain't even supposed to be over here. I thought she was on the run. She telling this to the manager. I'm standing there listening, hon. They right here in the open. That's what she said to her. She didn't introduce herself as her name. She said, I'm this. This is who I am. I ain't supposed to be here. If my PO find out I'm over here, I'm going to be in trouble. God knows. I'm done. You can only take so much. You can only do so much. And then it consumes you. But you got to step back. Wait a minute now. See, I already came back, and I came back with my earrings. Because I don't care if she do step up in here. She going to see me with these on. And if that's not good enough, I'm sorry. See, I done saved the store. I done saved your job wearing these earrings. They didn't come in the way of nothing. This is part of me. No, no ma'am. So, okay, I always try to do right. So as I'm stepping in the store, I'm playing Good Times. She said, oh, you playing Good Times? Yeah, the theme song, the Good Times. Because, honey, if we lucky, we got them. Good times. We got them. We blessed in God. So, honey, I'm going to give God the praise, good times. Because I walked in there. She said, oh, you playing Good Times? Yes, I am. Because we about to have a good time right now. It is either we going to have a good time my way or I'm going on the highway. Guess what happened? Let me tell you. So I walked over there to him. The Felon, the creaky floors here. I walked over there too as soon as I, clocked in, playing Good Times. Said, do you need some help? Because, see, I already knew, where it was going to go. But I'm going to put my best foot forward as I always do. Kings and queens, your majesty, I rise to the occasion also. So I stepped over there too. I said, do you need some help? Because I'd already warned the manager the night before that this is not going to work, what you're trying to do, put us together to work side by side, because she already said some sideways to me before, and I ignored it. And I said, well, we can't work together. I see that. Because there's some jealousy, some envy. I ain't done none of this, woman. For her to say something crazy to me. But see, one thing I learned, God showed me, and I'm telling thee, you can't control someone else's mouth. You can't run that. You can run any other, you can run this vacuum cleaner, you can run anything. But you can't run somebody else's mouth. Understand that. Control you. And that's what I had to do in this situation. So I asked her, do you need any help? She snatched off the head and said, yeah, here, shove it all at me. Take this. I'm tired of talking to people. I take the headset. But then she get another headset. Start talking all over me. Working all in front of me. Telling me, get this. Do that. Did you do that? Leaving this all up here to confuse me. Supposed to clear it out after the customer leave. You clear that out. But no, you leave it up there to confuse me. Did you do that? Well, wait a minute. Let me see what you're doing up here so I can find out what I need to do down here. But no, you all in the way and won't move it. And won't let me move it. Then running out here, every 15 minutes. You got to go outside. Okay. Then well, while you step outside, let me go over here and try to work this and fix it. But here you come back in the door, bogarting again, So I see this ain't gonna flow. This ain't working. You see this right here, manager. You standing here watching this. This ain't working. So I took that headset, honey, and put it in the office. I didn't fling that, but I sat it in the office and went and started doing some other things that I knew needed to be done. But see, these two from across the water, him and her, hon, them two kept running out to the car. I'm going to tell it. Shame the devil. Evil with a D. They kept running in and out. And they come in. Even the manager was getting tired of it because it put more work on her as they running in and out. She'd come back in all outside talking all over the customers, and then running in as I'm doing the work and then taking over. So then she don't need me no more. If you're going to do all of this, I'm standing there trying to help. Let me do this part and you do this part. No, you want to do it all. Okay, well, let me let you do it all. Let me step back, hon, because you got it. You don't need me. You making these drinks on top of drinks. You doing everything I'm doing. So here you go. You can have it. So I took the headset, put it in the office, and I started doing some other stuff, because the work will get piled up if you don't. So I started doing some other stuff, preparing the store, for what needs to be done. Closing, just like me and the manager normally do. Every night, prepared to close. But no, that wasn't good enough. Now, this is my second time seeing him. He eyeballing me, looking at me crazy. He looking at me sideways. I mean, really looking at me sideways, for real. And I say that because he was. It's not a joke. I say that because he was. He really was. Looking at me crazy. Second time I've seen him, I try to, smile and be happy just like am now. This is me. Everywhere. Everywhere I grow, I sow the seeds of love. And I try to do that at that job. But it comes a point. It comes a point, honey. It reached a point. You hear me? A tipping point. So he over there, doing his work. He had said nothing about all the stuff she doing, getting all in front, doing all this, getting all in front of me, doing all the work of me that I'm trying to help her do. Well, you don't need my help. At least I offered. At least I tried, but I see you don't need it. So I'm good. I'm a glide. That's what you do. Kings and queens, you glide. Glide on away from it. Glide on away from trouble. See, because somebody be trying to, she kept saying, did you do such and such? Did you do this? Did you, wait, what? But see, I can't see. I'm trying to do it, but I can't see what you on because you won't clear the screen to let me see it. So I saw my way out. That's what I did. And so I'm standing there preparing to store the clothes, and he gonna tell the manager, see, I didn't come over here for this. I ain't come on this side of the water for this. See, they need to be helping. They do this. And so she told me, after he told her, she turned around and told me, Jackie, can you come back and help her? What you say that for? We don't normally do this. This ain't how we normally do that. We got a routine that we do, and my routine is cleaning. I get in there and clean. They stand back and watch me. Matter of fact, one asked a question one day, where Miss Jackie? The other one answered, off somewhere cleaning. And I heard them because I was off somewhere cleaning. Amen and amen. See, this job paid me to do a job, and I go down there to do it. They don't pay me to lollygag, be all on my telephone. See, when I go down there, I have to step out of grow for a minute. Just step away from what I'm doing every day, sowing the seeds of love, all across the internet. You see we in 88 countries. So I'm sowing the seeds of love all across the internet. I'm reaching places I ain't never even heard of. The unbelievable, beautiful Uzbekistan. Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me, woman? We done reached all the way to beautiful Netherlands. I'm telling you, we are growing. Here we grow all the way in Iran. I'm telling you, honey, we are growing. We are rising. We are lifting. We are sowing. To God be the glory. See, you ain't got to step up in no church to give God praise, honey. You can jump up and down right where you at and give God the praise. Let me slow down, honey, because look, I get excited in the Lord because of what he has done for me, what he is doing for me. God is steady blessing me. I'm telling you, I'm shouting. And I know they probably hear me next door. I get loud, honey, from the lighthouse. Beaming light to the world. Growing in God. Giving it my all. Putting my all in. And guess what, Your Majesty? As I put my all in, God puts all in me and fills me right back up. And I rise like a new day to give it all again so it can grow God's way. And we're going to keep on reaching and lifting. What you talking about, honey? What you talking about? It's all about God. It's all about the Lord. I could give God praise. I'm telling you, it get like that. It really get like that. It really get like that. Because it goes all the way down in the soul to the tips of my toes, to the top of my crown. I feel the Spirit all up and down. Glory be to God. Glory be to God, honey. It's God moving here. It's God in the atmosphere. But do you believe? Do you believe we are magic? Now watch this. I got to finish telling you, honey. I got to tell you about what happened down there. Really, it was the third and final time, but I went back one more time because she asked me to. I tried to stand for her, but I got to stand for me too. Watch this. Watch this. Okay, I know I'm country as that thing. But honey, I love you all the same. I love you just like you were my own brother and sister. Because guess what? From another mother, we got the same Father God. The same Father God. Do you hear me? Pass me the side. I love you. Pray it forward. You got to grow over oppression. You got to rise. You got to live. You got to be better. You got to be greater. Because it gets greater. It gets greater later. I'm going to show you something, honey. Watch us as we grow. Just wait a minute. The harvest is coming up. It's springing up right now for the Lord. I'm steady sowing the seeds of love. Watch this right here. I began to prepare the store to close. You know, it was approaching midnight. This foolishness going on. So my mama said somebody got to have some stopping sense. So I'm going to tell you this real quick and I'm going to let you go and let you grow. He said, I want you to tell her to come back over here. He was enjoying the show. He wasn't saying nothing while she doing all this and that. You know, he did come around and clear the screen so he could even see where we at. But the manager, you know, my sister, she's my sister. But she turned around, you know, after I stood for her, after I told her it wasn't going to work with me and this woman. You want to put us standing by side. I told you this on the telephone, this ain't going to work. But she said, you need to go, can you come back and help them? Help her. That's what she said. Can you come back and help her? I said, I tell you what, I feel a headache coming on. You know, I leave it alone. I'm going home. And I went over to the machine and clocked right back out. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Good night. He said something. I said, I tell you what, I don't need no micromanagers, honey. Only manager I need is God. I know what to do. You've been over there and I've been over here. I know what to do to get the breakthrough. I don't need you. See, the one that left before, you know, the one, he left. However way that happened, you know, a whole lot of stealing going on, you know, and I ain't want to be a part of that either. You know, they just doing all kind of stuff down there, and she holding on, grasping at straws. You know, can't even get nobody to come in. And I'm just fed up. I can't do it no more. It comes a point, a tipping point, a turning point. I walked out the door, and he's, you know, grumbling and mumbling and had something to say because I said I was leaving. You know, well, I don't need you telling me what to do. I don't need a micromanager. I already know what to do. This is my second time seeing you. You know, I've been over here 6 months. You know, I don't need you. See, the man that left, he made them all managers. Everybody a manager. You know, bringing people off the street. You want manager. Everybody a manager, except he missed me. You know, he missed me with the manager promotion. And he tried to push the manager out. And I stood there for her. And we all walked out. All four of us walked out. And just so happened, one of them got another job. The other one, you know, barely show up like me. You know, just fed up with all of it. And she down there grasping and holding on, trying to keep running the store all day long. She down there 24/7 just about. You know, I talked to her yesterday, she was there. Talked to her last night, she was there. Talked to her this morning, she there. Well, okay, well, you there. You know, you there, and they don't need no help there, honey. I'm done. You know, God is sending me on to another one, you know, because I can't do it no more. That's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing, expecting different results. I already told him I don't need no manager. I listen to her. She'll ask me what she need. Can you get me this? Can you get me that? That's as far as it go. You don't tell me though. Don't tell me nothing. Even the United States government realized that. They kept trying to tell me it don't work. Look, it ain't working in the United States. We got to do something different. I sat down at the desk and told them, I signed up for this. Yes, I did. I signed my name. I took an oath. I said what I was going to do, and I tried to do it. Apparently, I ain't doing it, United States, because you keep saying I failed a locker. I'm trying to fold this stuff up the way you say it's supposed to be folded up. But United States, I ain't getting it right. So look, you made a mistake. I made a mistake. Let me out of here. And that's what they did, honey. They let me out when I was in boot camp. And that was over 20, that was over 20 years ago, But I tried. I don't take orders. I tried in my marriage. I don't take orders. He told me he lead and I follow. And he gonna lead me right on into the ditch in some twisted up dreams. In some schemes. Honey. It don't go like that. It's gonna grow like that. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. We on a journey, a beautiful journey for God. I love you. Keep passing the side. Pray it forward. God bless you as you grow.